What's up, everybody? This is Jim with Texas Rippers, back yet again with another fresh rip. What do we have on the rip block today? Yeah, your eyes are not deceiving you. We finally got our hands on some, we're a year late. I don't care. We're just happy that we didn't have to pay so much stupid money to finally get some of this 23-24 Topps Chrome basketball. If you've watched any other videos, you know we're Wemby fans, and that's obviously who we're looking for. With that said, let's go. Welcome back, y'all. So obviously have been out for a while. The 23-24 Topps Chrome basketball. 23-24 rookie class still is pretty phenomenal. And at the top of that class is the rookie of the year, none other than Mr. Victor Wembanyama, aka Wemby. And we are huge fans, of course, being down here in Texas. Unfortunately had an injury in the 24-25 season, which we're in the round 2 of the playoffs right now, and we'll see what happens. But 25-26 is, in a few months, and with that said, we like to look at old stuff too, and anything Wemby. So, as you know, as of now, Topps does not have the NBA license, but they are associated with the National Basketball Players Association, so... Anyways, what are we looking for? 5 refractors per value box. Exclusive retail refractors, including pink and SP pink basketball. 28 cards per pack, 4 cards per pack. 28 cards per box. 4 cards per pack, 7 packs per box. And yep, the math checks out. That would be 28. I don't think that we're going to get lucky with any potential autos in here, but you never know. Anything's possible. We got 2, Topps calls them value boxes. You can call them blaster boxes. We call them fun boxes. There you go. We're going to unwrap both and see what we can find. Obviously, looking for some Wemby rookies in here. So, there you go. That's what we're looking like inside. I'm sure everybody's seen all of the videos at this point, but I don't care. We don't care. We still like to find and show old stuff too, especially if the price is right, and especially if Mr. Wemby could potentially be hit. So, 4 cards per pack, 4 cards per pack, 7 packs per box, times 2. We're opening a lot of cards. So let's get into the rip and see what awesomeness we can find. All right out of the gate, Mr. Jalen Brunson up there in New York City, Grant Hill. All right, on the throwback. Noah Clowney rookie. There you go. He's obviously still in Brooklyn. Had some decent time 24-25 season. And Colin Sexton, still out there in Utah. And that's it. Bam. Just kidding, we have a lot more packs. But that's how fast these packs go. So, no Wemby yet. Our fingers are still crossed. Ariadis Sabonis. I'm pretty sure he's either a legend or has since retired. Yep, that's going to be a legend. All right. And Mr. De'Aaron Fox, of course, he is now with the San Antonio Spurs. Mr. Podzinski, Pods for short. There you go. He's still out there in Golden State land, like that rookie. And Julian Phillips with the Bulls. 24-25 season. He didn't get too much court time. He was there a little bit, but I don't know if that card... not going to be numbered. However, there you go. That is a shiny, super shiny Julian Phillips on the rookie. And I will put the name of that card in the video. Ooh, that one feels a little thicker than the others. Something maybe, something cool maybe hiding in this box. We're about to find out. There are 5 cards in this pack. That's interesting. Okay, somebody messed up. Mr. Cole Anthony down in Walt Disney World. Just joking. Orlando. Manu Ginobili on the throwback. And CD Cisco on the rookie. And card number 4, which technically should be the end of the pack, but it's not. Figure that out. Make it make sense. Mr. Grady Dick on the rookie. Round ball royalty. Not going to be numbered, but still a cool card. I'm going to sleeve him up here in a minute. And number 5, and that's going to be one of those pink refractors. And I will double check and drop the name of the card in the video. Mr. Tyrese Maxey. So that was unexpected. We had an extra card in that pack. I'm not complaining. The sorting machine messed up. All right, there we go. Going on to the next pack. See what we can find. Yeah, there's 5 cards in this pack too. What's going on? All right, okay, George Servin is going to be on the throwback. Larry Bird on the throwback. Mr. Sengun down here in Houston. Okay. Insert time of Mr. Chetty Chet. Film study. Alright. Not numbered. Cool insert. I'll sleeve him here in a second. And Mr. Andrew Wiggins. That's going to be one of those pink refractors that they said we're going to get on the box. Sleeve him up. Sleeve up Mr. Chetty Chet. And move along. I'm counting 2 extra cards in this box so far. Yeah. So we're back to 4. That's very interesting. Ben Shepherd on the rookie. They're in Indiana. Jaren Jackson Jr. out there in Memphis. Jalen Clark. They're in Minnesota. And rounding out this pack, we've got none other than Bam Adebayo. Bam Adebayo on the shiny. I like that. That is going to be a refractor. All right, here we go. Get your new forever home and move it along. All right. Opening the pack up to see Mr. Jaylen Brown. Of course, the defending champs, 23-24 season. Elvin Hayes is going to be a throwback. John Stockton on the throwback. And on the insert, Mr. Walker Kessler on the sudden impact. That is pretty cool. Not going to be numbered, unfortunately, but he had a good year up there in Utah. Fortunately, the Jazz, everybody was broken this year, so cool insert. There you go. All right, rounding out this value box / blaster is going to be none other than KD. Out there in hot Zona, the Suns. Brandon Ingram, no longer a Pelican, traded while he was injured up to Toronto. He's now a Raptor in the 24-25 season. Chris Livingston, there in Milwaukee. And last but not least, we've got Mr. J-Dub himself, the Jalen Williams in Oklahoma City. That is a beautiful card. I do like that. So yeah, there it is, folks. That is box number 1 of 2. I will definitely drop the name of that one, but it looks like we got 2 of those. So I just want to double check. So we are straight on this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Yeah, we got 2 extra cards in that value box. I guess that's one hell of a value. So, all right, there's box 1 down. Put that off to the side. Separate the shinies and cools from the others and move right along. Unfortunately, no Wembys. That sucks, but hey, maybe they made up for it by giving us 2 extra cards. So, Mr. Keontae George did a good year up there in Utah when he was on the court. Mr. Chris Murray, rookie. Another Jaylen Brown. That's going to be a first dupe for us. And Mr. Anthony Black on the rookie down there in Orlando. Coming up next, we've got none other than J-Dub on the regular base. Magic Johnson on the throwback. Elvin Hayes, that's going to be a dupe on the throwback. And rounding out that pack, Anthony Simons. That is pretty cool. Like that. Of course, that's an insert. And I'll make sure I put the name of that. I'm not sure if it's a parallel or just the insert name is called Sudden Impact, and that's how they all look. We'll find out and let you know when we do the video. See them up. All right, moving right along. 2 packs in, 5 packs left. Still fingers crossed on our Wemby we're looking for. Pages Stojkovic. Pretty sure he's going to be a legend. Bradley Beal out there in Hot Zona. KD out there in Hot Zona. And Marcus Sasser on the rookie. Had a decent year. Second year rookie, 24-25 at least. Up there in Detroit as the Pistons. Unfortunately, we're eliminated in round 1 of the playoffs. I will drop the name of that parallel in the video. And Mr. Giannis up there in Milwaukee. Good deal. Mr. Paul George. Of course, Shaquille O'Neal calls him Ass. Plays like it too. Moving right along, Mr. Brandon Ingram. Another going to be another dupe. And KG on the throwback. Kevin Garnett himself. All right. 3 packs left, and we send you on your way. Man, all these packs and 2 boxes with Wemby sitting on the front of them. There's Mr. Siakam, and we can't get a Wemby. That's not cool. Julius Randle, of course, he is now a Minnesota Timberwolf. Tatum, up there in Boston. And Mr. David Robinson. There you go. Of course, I'll drop the name of that parallel in the video when I do it. Yep, not going to be numbered. That is pretty cool. I do like that. I don't know if you can see that, but it's like Topps stamped all over it. That's pretty cool. All right. Last 2 packs, and these feel thicker than the other ones. I'm wondering if we get extra cards in here. Maybe we do. Maybe that's just the surprise that Topps is like, you know what, give them a couple extra too. It's okay. Sure enough, yeah, there's 5 in here. Richard Jefferson on the throwback. Brandon Clark. Mr. Derek White on the extreme close-up. All right. There's Mr. Sabonis out there in Sacramento. Okay. We're going to sleeve him up. Get him his new forever home, if I can. There we go. Okay. And rounding out that, on the pink refractor is none other than Ayo! If you know, you know. All right. So yeah, 5 cards in that one. I think maybe that's just a thing they were doing with these and giving us extra cards, because I'm thinking there's 5 in this pack too. And hopefully one of them's a Wemby. Obviously, that's why we're here, right? D'Lo, of course, is now a net again. Leonard Miller. Look at, is he happy here? Yeah. See that? Okay, enough of that. I don't know what's going on with that picture. Zach LaVine is now a Sacramento King. And we got an insert there. I'm going to skip it, save it for last. I'll show you this card. And that would be Mr. Melo. Carmelo Anthony with the baby statue. Yeah, that statue. All right. And last but certainly not least, to round out the rip on the Power Boosters, Mr. SGA. That is a pretty cool card. And there he is. There it is. There is the blaster, value box. And I ran out of sleeves. I'll sleeve them up after the rip. But there you go. I mean, I think you're getting the same amount of inserts, parallels per blaster. Yeah, that's the first one we did. Got some decent rookies, some legends, some base. Unfortunately, no Wembys. You know, you can't always get what you want. But hope y'all liked the quick rip today. We only did 2, and we made it faster for you. So if you liked it, hit that thumbs up. For those of you on mobile, it's on the left. And that subscribe button's right there on the right. It would help us out immensely. And if you're on desktop, it's in reverse. The like button's on the right, and the subscription button's off over there somewhere. You got it. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for your time. I do appreciate it. And with that said, later!